Hi, my name is Max Hansen. I'm one of the managing directors at Accruit. Today I want to talk to you just a little bit about what is real property. You may know that in 2017 the Congress passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act 2017, and they limited the types of exchanges that can be done to just real property exchanges. And essentially real property is the land and anything that's affixed to the land. So if you think about the definition of what is like-kind property under Section 1031, you'll come to know that it includes any type of property that's held for investment purposes or productive use in a trade or business. And essentially that means that you can exchange out of different types of land and into other types of land as long as the property you're exchanging into is not going to be used initially as your personal residence or it's property that you're buying with the intention of just flipping it. And that means that the world is really your oyster when it comes to exchanging into property, because you can exchange out of bare land and into multifamily residential rentals. You can exchange out of office property and into store properties, storefront type things. You can exchange out of bare land and into oil and gas rights, other mineral rights, water rights, timber rights, long-term leases, that is leases that are 30 or more years in duration. You can acquire perpetual easements, that is the right to use land for certain purposes, and that qualifies as like-kind replacement property. So there's a lot of opportunities in the exchange business to redeploy your assets into other types of real property assets. One of the things that also occurred just recently is the implementation of some revised regulations or new regulations as part of the overall 1031 regulations that define further what is real property. And that's really important for people that are doing exchanges, because there are certain things that are sometimes seen as personal property items, that is not part of real estate, but they're actually real estate assets because of their size, because of their weight, because of the difficulty in moving them, or the fact that they're permanently affixed to the real estate, they become real estate. So an example would be a store facility that has a bunch of walk-in coolers. They could be removed because obviously they were installed there, but because of the difficulty in removing them, they are part of the real estate. Signage in many instances for businesses is part of the real estate. In agriculture, we see a lot of personal property items that become affixed to the real property, like big irrigation systems that are actually part of the real estate and therefore can be part of the property that's being acquired. So when you think about doing an exchange, be sure that you talk to a qualified intermediary that understands the differences between personal property and real property and the opportunities there, and have somebody that's willing to be a part of your team, that is CPAs and other tax advisors, especially CPAs, because they're the ones that know how to deal with personal property issues that are actually fixtures or part of the real property. Thanks very much.